Hello and welcome to VV's Chess. Today let's examine a game in which I played a much higher rated opponent. So my opponent is Janus 52, rated at 1894, much higher than me. So I was rated at 1532 when I played this game. So I was taking part at a chess.com tournament, and that's where this game happened. Okay, so let's follow the game. So it was a d4 knight f6 opening. Um, so we continue with the Indian game knights variation, knight f3, and then I transform to the Cole system. So there I go with e3, c5. My opponent tries to cause some disruptions at the center. I calmly develop with the Cole. So now I have c3 and d5 is on the board. So we continue with bd3, bishop to d6, knight bd2, and now my opponent castles. So far everything is pretty much standard. My plan is to take queen to e2 and then do a short castle myself. So queen e2, and at this point c4 happens. Now c4 is not a good move at this place because my plan is anyway to take the bishop back to c2 and then form a battery after e4. So bishop goes to c2. Then we have e4 at some point of time, hoping to fork these two pieces. And after a couple of exchanges, my queen would go and sit over here in e4, and then the bishop queen battery is supposed to attack Hetza. So that's the high level plan, anyways. So at this stage, this c4 move doesn't help black, is what I believe. Okay, so my opponent makes c4. Let's go back one more. Yes, c4 here, and I simply take back my bishop to c2, and now b5, trying to stage a flank attack, and we go attack in the center with e4. Okay, so now the typical Cole exchanges happen. We have d cross e4, and then knight takes e4, and so usually at this stage, many in many games I've seen the lower rated players taking my knight over here, allowing my queen to frame a battery and attack h6. So that's what usually happens. But Janus 52 took a slightly different approach where he fianchettoed his bishop to b7, and now I have an attack on my knight from two pieces, the knight here and the bishop there. All right, now this is very good position for white. Actually we are winning. How? The right move at this position, I'll let you take a minute. If you want, pause the video here and think what is that you would play if you are white. There are many candidate moves. You could exchange the knight, allowing queen to come over here. You could exchange with the bishop, in which case the queen would come to d6. And there are a few other candidate moves, like simply developing your dark square bishop, or staging an attack with h4 or something. So there are many moves over here. Which one would you play and why? So at this position, I know this position. So I know that the best move here is knight to so knight f g5. Now, why would this knight f g5 help? Um, so there are few interesting points to note over here. So once this knight goes away, we have bishop and knight both pointing to this pawn. So we have some sort of an attack over here. So let's see what Janis did at this position. Um, Simply took e4, and this is a decisive mistake in this game. So taking e4 simply wins the game, because now I have bishop takes e4, and there is a fork here, so there's no way to save this pawn. So if you move your bishop, I take your rook. So you have to go for an exchange. So if you exchange the bishop, my queen comes over here, and now I'm poking rook and mate. So to save the mate, you do anything, and I have your rook. So therefore, I win the game. So let's put this on the board. So if this bishop takes, then I would take back with the queen, and now you see that my queen is poking the rook and also looking at a mate. So let's just look at this on the board. So let's say bishop takes, then the queen takes. Now you see that we are winning very comfortably. So if you do anything like g6 to save from the mate, then the rook is falling. And then of course there is also a very good attack here. Knight could take the pawn, and then queen can come in giving a check. When the king moves, we can have the bishop coming over to um, h6, and this position is just too strong to tackle. But anyway, given that major piece is falling, there was no point in continuing the game, is what my opponent thought, and he resigned when the 12th move, bishop cross e4, was on the move on the board. So at this stage, my opponent resigned. Hope you enjoyed the game. Look forward to share some more exciting stuff from my collection of Kole games. Till then, bye bye.